So, Reborn might be my favorite song of 2018. And I've been listening to this song like constantly, just over and over and over again, rewinding it myself. And at a certain point, I knew it reminded me of something, but I couldn't make the connection. I didn't know what it was, so I just kept binging it over and over and over and over and over. And then it clicked.
I'm so reborn. I'm moving forward. Keep moving forward. Keep moving forward.
Just keep swimming. 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 Just keep swimming.
Now with that song, now it's in my head.
Sorry.
Pretty much, I see this song as like Dory's mantra for adults to just keep moving forward, to just keep swimming. This, of course, comes from the album Kids See Ghost. It was kicked off by a previous song on Ye's album called Ghost Town that proclaims, I feel kind of free. And that is what this album provokes. Now, I know it's not going to be everyone's favorite, right? Some people are not going to like it, and that's cool. You do not have to like this album. I just hope that whatever that song is, whatever that album is that makes you feel what this song makes me feel, I hope that you're blasting that as loud as you can. The other reason I love it is because of the evolution of Kid Cudi. And I remember seeing him when he first collaborated with Kanye and releasing a really good album, and then a great album. I've seen him do acting, I've seen him compose film scores, TED Talks. He's experimented on things that I really don't like and others that I do like. Even when nobody else I like the album. I know it's a rock album, but these two songs were good. I can understand Afflict them. Y'all really don't like Teleport to me? In 2014, he even released Satellite Flight without warning, something that I feel a lot of rappers nowadays are doing, of just releasing something with little to no promo. And I think they're learning not to rely on that. But that's just one of many things that he's been influential with, because it's without a doubt that even if you've never listened to Kid Cudi, the person you do listen to does.
I don't know, I just get this energy when I listen to it. It's an energy where his sound and the city of Compton, it kind of meshes together for some reason, because it's like a rebel sound.
Definitely want to do something with Kid Cudi, because he's like, that's pretty much one of the only people that I like listen to like consistently. Like no matter what he puts out, I'm like one of those fans for him. Like he can do no wrong in my eyes.
It was something that just kind of changed how I also made music.
How so?
I didn't know you could make sounds like that. I didn't know you could do this. It made me want to sing and you know, be more melodic and be outside of the box, man.
He really like inspired me to be an artist in a lot of ways, which sounds cheesy.
Whoa, it's Little Timmy Tim.
Why do you like Kid Cudi so much? You saved my life. I would have killed myself if I didn't have Kid Cudi. There's me. If you're 25 and under, I truly believe that Kid Cudi saved your life.
Now a lot of people say that, but my thing is like, who's gonna help Cudi?
His collaboration with Kanye on 808 and Heartbreaks, which you should listen to at either the first snowfall or Thanksgiving, whatever comes first. That's my annual tradition. But that was an album that was a huge influence on a lot of today's artists, mainly because of the way that it shifted the genre. They weren't the first to cover sad rap, right? The first to be really emotional, but they were the biggest to burst into the mainstream for a genre that's always been pegged as being super hard, braggadocious, and tough.
I made the statement that hip-hop is one of the most judgmental genres of music ever. You know, it's not just based around like the music in hip-hop. Like that's like 1% of it.
Now, I've been listening to rap since my bags were still wet back in middle school, and I know that rap has always had that stigma, but for me, I disagree anytime someone says that rap doesn't have substance, that it can't make you feel emotions, because the truth is you're just not looking hard enough. Growing up, I was addicted to rap's format of lyrical storytelling. I grew up listening to a lot of songs that shaped the way that I see the world today. The emotion that certain melodies can provoke, and even that braggadociousness that a lot of people like to complain about, that helped me through a lot of difficult times and kept my head up. So yeah, while not all of it is great, I do think to say that it's not influential and that it can't be influential in a positive way is stupid, especially when you look at the culture of it, right? Like, I'm Hispanic, but I know Hispanics and blacks, there's a big machismo-ness that comes with it, right? Like, you don't have a girlfriend, automatically you're gay. You talk about a mental illness and you're Mexican, boy, they get the chancla and they'll try to smack the mental illness out of you. So to hear two prominent artists influence not only the sound, but bring vulnerability to the genre, and to see it as a strength, to bring it into the mainstream, I believe that's something that's not only shaped the type of music we get today, but the form of expression. And again, they weren't the first, they're not the only, they won't be, but they are the ones who have influenced a lot of the artists we're listening to today.
Changing my life.
I like both.
808s changed your life.
Yeah, it was
Really?
fire. It made me wanna be like, I wasn't sad because I was young, but it made me wanna, I felt
sad.
So then I start to think, if their music is what's helping a lot of us who are going through a lot of problems, but our problems are like in private, when we make mistakes, when we like fall, when we do all these embarrassing things to just our group of people, when you have a million eyes on you, bro, like imagine being scrutinized for every little thing you do, right? Because there's a million eyes on you, so automatically, even if you don't want to be, you're this role model, you're this influence, and it gets to a point that even if you make a mistake or you find yourself in a position where you submit yourself into rehab, something that a lot of people consider to be a defeat, like you're ultimately weak, like it's something that defines you.
You were the man on the moon, now you just go through your phases, life of the angry and famous.
Drake, go take care of your kid. It's just one of those things where when you have so many people looking at you, when you're in your high, that's great, but when you're in your low, that's like, it's lower than low.
You chose to rap about the stuff you have. It would be a nice little ditty.
Oh yeah, there would be no Drake.
I know that a lot of people like worshiping artists and, you know, that's their thing, if that's their idol. I don't feel that way, but I do think that we can learn a lot from them, be it their accomplishments, be it their mistakes. And with an artist like Cudi and his vulnerability, I think he's a huge inspiration for those who are actually struggling, especially with the way that he puts it into music, for those who don't know how to cope, for those who don't know how to reach out. And what I love the most about him, even if he's not your style of music, is his authenticity, because mental health is a big deal. And I've been very vocal about not liking it when people milk 3 seasons out of a show because it's trending.
Embrace the responsibility and understand that the power of music is something so special, and be able to do it on this magnitude where you reach millions of people. It's like, why not use that for good? Why not tell kids something that they can connect with and use in their life? And like really my mission statement since day one, and I'm getting so worked up talking about this, all I wanted to do was help kids not feel alone and stop kids from committing suicide.
With all of the tragedies happening, I'm relieved that Cudi has been able to stay strong and not become another headline for people, right? Every time somebody passes away, all of a sudden, you know, it's how it goes, and it's not to bash everyone, but that's when everyone starts talking about the stories of that person or starts promoting that person, then forgets about them until the next one. I'm glad that he's not just another headline. I'm glad that he's been able to get through it, because it's easy to make fun of someone when they're at their lowest point, to engulf them in shame, to say they've peaked, but to support them even when they're down, even when they're not delivering for you, when they're not entertaining you, and then have them create your favorite anthems of the year, I'm grateful. I personally love this album, and I think it's great because it shows two people relying on each other. Two people who aren't perfect, but they're bringing out the best in each other musically. They're working in a genre that has all these stereotypes of being tough and not looking weak, and they're showing their vulnerable sides. They're reminding themselves that no matter what ghosts you see, they should just keep moving forward, and to keep that innocence of the kids they used to be.
I'm so reborn. I'm moving forward. Keep moving forward. Keep moving forward. Ain't no stress on me, Lord. I'm moving forward. Keep moving forward. Keep moving forward. I'm so
So the lonely stoner is me, you know? And anybody that connects with that, thank you for connecting with that, because I am you and you are me type shit, you know what I'm saying? Like, for real.